In the boundless, ink-black ocean of space, far beyond the last whisper of the sun's light, a solitary traveler drifts in silence. It's not a starship. It's not crewed by astronauts or guided by hope of return. This traveler is Voyager 2, a decades-old probe launched by human hands nearly 50 years ago, an ancient messenger wandering deeper than anything we've ever touched. For most of its journey, it was believed to be nothing more than a silent observer, feeding back data from the cold outer edges of our solar system. But something has changed, and what Voyager 2 has seen, what it has sent back, is shaking the very core of everything we thought we knew. Voyager 2 had long left the known world behind. Past Neptune, past Pluto, past even the heliopause, the invisible line where our sun's influence fades and true interstellar space begins. Out there, it was supposed to be a passive drifter, monitoring cosmic dust, magnetic fields, and background radiation. Nothing more. But the silence was broken. An anomaly emerged. A presence that was never supposed to be there. Something moved in the dark. A motion not born of randomness, but of intention. Purpose. NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory was the first to spot it. What appeared to be a short-lived spike in plasma wave data. A small blip, perhaps the result of system degradation or random cosmic interference. After all, Voyager 2 is nearly 5 decades old. But this signal was different. Pulsed. It had rhythm. It wasn't noise, it was a pattern. Not natural. Not random. When the signal repeated, stronger, clearer, engineers knew something was watching. Something was responding. Further analysis only deepened the mystery. The data wasn't originating from Voyager 2's onboard systems. Buried within its standard telemetry was an alien structure, a digital frequency burst that Voyager was never designed to send. The signal contained binary strings, and when plotted visually, they formed deliberate, intricate shapes. Glyphs, symbols, spirals, recursive loops. This wasn't interference. This wasn't chance. It was communication. And then came the tracking. Instruments on Earth detected a massive object approximately 500,000 kilometers from the probe. It was moving, but not drifting like a rock in the void. It was adjusting its path, aligning with Voyager 2's trajectory. It mimicked the probe's speed, its direction. Like a predator silently stalking its prey, it moved with calculated patience, never getting too close, never falling behind. This wasn't a rock. It wasn't a comet. It wasn't debris. It was watching. NASA scrambled. Independent astronomers confirmed the findings. Military deep space sensors corroborated the motion. It was real. And it was intentional. More chilling still was what followed. A secondary signal was discovered. One that didn't originate from Earth or Voyager. It was piggybacked onto the return stream, as though something had tapped into the probe's transmitter. When decrypted by AI systems, the signal revealed structured frequencies mirroring no known natural process. The base harmonic resembled hydrogen, the universe's most abundant element, but inverted, altered, crafted. Someone or something was speaking, and we were hearing them for the first time. Then came a disturbing twist. An intern at NASA, combing through Voyager 1's archive data, discovered something overlooked. In the exact same region of space, decades earlier, Voyager 1 had experienced a nearly identical anomaly. It had been dismissed as static. But with modern AI decoding, the waveform from Voyager 1 matched Voyager 2's recent signal. This wasn't a one-time event. This was contact, repeated, and ignored. Modeling the object's trajectory raised more questions than answers. It didn't behave like a natural body. It didn't follow gravitational curves. It didn't react to solar radiation. It bent the rules. Its path seemed to warp spacetime itself, avoiding detection and slipping between visibility thresholds. It accelerated and decelerated at will. It moved only when Voyager did, as though it was listening, learning, hiding. Then came a revelation that left even the most hardened scientists speechless. Voyager's magnetometer began registering rapid magnetic field fluctuations, so sharp and controlled they suggested artificial manipulation. Around the globe, whispers grew louder. A former NASA engineer leaked a report describing the energy distortion as toroidal, eerily similar to hypothetical Alcubierre warp drives, technology capable of bending spacetime to allow faster-than-light travel. The unthinkable suddenly became plausible. Voyager 2 had stumbled upon something far beyond our comprehension, something not of this Earth. And Earth responded not with curiosity, but with fear. Telescopes across the southern hemisphere picked up faint echoes of the same strange signal. The pattern pulsed in sync with Voyager 2's transmissions. It wasn't local. It wasn't isolated. Whatever this was, it had range. It had awareness. Scientists dubbed it the phantom pulse. And when attempts were made to triangulate the origin, the signal seemed to shift impossibly across vast expanses of space. It didn't behave like any known transmission. It mirrored us, studied us. Then came the question no one wanted to ask, but everyone feared. Why now? Voyager 2 had been traveling silently for nearly 50 years. The timing of this response, just as artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and advanced signal analysis matured on Earth, felt deliberate. As if it had been waiting, watching, biding time until we were ready to understand. This wasn't a reaction to the probe. It was a reaction to us. The anomaly didn't speak to Voyager until Earth could finally hear it. Behind the scenes, governments moved swiftly. Media blackouts were imposed. Observatories went dark. Data was restricted. Some AI researchers working on the signal were abruptly reassigned or silenced. The silence wasn't just in space now, it had reached Earth. So, did Voyager 2 discover something? Or did it awaken something? The lines between those two answers are blurring by the day. Because this isn't over. Voyager 2 was never meant to return. But now it carries a message we were never meant to receive. That we are not alone. That we've never been alone. That something ancient, intelligent, and terrifying has been watching us from the darkness, waiting until we could comprehend its gaze. And now they've responded. The glyphs embedded in the signal, still being studied by AI linguists, seem to follow recursive mathematical sequences. The spirals mirror natural growth patterns found in DNA. The loops resemble orbital simulations. The intersections mirror cosmic maps. It's as if they're saying, "We know how your universe works. We've been watching your evolution, and we've mapped your skies. But for what purpose?" Some believe it's an invitation. Others think it's a test. And the more paranoid fear it's a warning or a countdown. Whatever it is, the truth is undeniable. Voyager 2 has shifted our place in the cosmos. It was never just a probe. It's now a relay, a bridge between what we are and what lies beyond. And as our instruments continue to detect new pulses, subtler, sharper, louder, one terrifying possibility lingers. The signal isn't done. What happens when the next probe hears the call? What happens if they arrive? And most chilling of all, what happens if we respond? Because in that infinite, lightless sea, something is awake now. Something that heard our whisper and chose deliberately to whisper back. The next signal could come at any moment. And when it does, we may learn that it wasn't Voyager that made first contact. It was them.